everyone. This is Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts. Just got on. Hey, Janice, how you doing? North Carolina. Oh, I'm in Virginia. One state right next to you. Hey, Patty. Thanks for joining. Hey, Renee. Oh, my God. I got so much to share with you guys. Hey, Monica. How are you? I got so much to share with you guys. I know this is just 8 o'clock, so I'm just going to give it like 2 minutes for people to get on, even though they could watch this thing on replay, you know. But the big news that I got, but before I start talking about my big news, you know, this is, you know, embroidery happy hour. So I got to show you guys what I got to drink today, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. I had just literally got home from a birthday party. My girlfriend, Mary Catherine, you know, she got the big 60, but she's looking 18, you know. So, you know, so we did a surprise birthday party at one of the neighbors' house and stuff. And, you know, I had part of a book club and stuff. And one of the ladies, they warned me. They said, oh, she makes drinks like a killer. So I went and I had one of those drinks and she was right. But okay, so I don't know what you put in there, Judith, but okay, you gotta let me know what your secret is. Let's see who else. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Norma. Hey, Aisha and stuff. Well, let me tell you, this is what I am drinking for this embroidery happy hour. I went and, you know, Boricua gotta have some Bacardi. So I got the Bacardi Bix, the margarita, okay? And I had just finished these 36 shirts. So I am going to tell you something. I am going to share with you during this hour, you know, what I really learned about this big order. And I'm going to tell you something. I learned a lot, okay? This order for me was not a money maker. It really wasn't. It was kind of a loss. But it's all good because the way I look at it is sometimes it ain't just the dollar that you gain, it's the knowledge. So I learned a lot. So, you know, I'm drinking this, which is margarita and with Bacardi. And I, you know, according to the directions here, they say you're supposed to put like half a cup of this, of rum. Well, I'm going to tell you something. After working on these 36 shirts, hey, Janice, thanks. Yes, I finished those shirts, girl. After I finished the shirts, it says put a half. I put a whole, okay, a whole thing of rum. So, you know, because I was just like, whew, you know, this, and this is my cup right here. And if I finish this, shoot, I got me another cup right here because, you know, when I start telling you guys about, you know, the stuff I went through with all this stuff, boy, I think I'm feeling y'all will probably go out there and put some extra liquor in your drinks too. Okay, because I was just like, what? You know, this was fun. So let me start over. Okay. 36 shirts, my lessons learned. I wrote it all down to share with you guys because this is pretty big, okay? All right. What are the lessons that I learned? Well, as you guys know, I got my floors done at the house. When I got the floors done at the house, the guy that did my floors saw all the embroidery machines and the sewing machine and everything. He was like, oh, you like to sew? I said, well, I got my own little online business. I do an Etsy shop and I am, you know, I make shirts and all that kind of stuff. Well, he said I need shirts for my employees. So I thought he was going to say like 5 or 6, right? And then he said 36 shirts. So I'm thinking, well, how hard can it be? It's just letters and numbers, right? Because all he wanted was something with his company name and free estimates and phone numbers. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I went and I bought the shirts. I went on jiffyshirts.com. I bought all the shirts. I started using no-show mesh stabilizer on those shirts. The machine kept snagging. I kept getting all this stuff going on wrong with the shirts. And I was like, what the hell? So I ruined about like 5 shirts trying to get this thing all figured out. Pissed me off. I was angry, very angry. I'm not even using the straw. I'm just drinking this thing up. Damn, that thing is strong. Oh, well. Anyway, so I messed up like 5 shirts. So of course, when you mess up the 5 shirts, you got to replace them. So what's the lesson learned? Okay, so the lesson learned on that right away was when a customer says they want 36 shirts, buy more than 36 shirts. Because if you don't, then what ends up happening is you mess up one shirt, you got to replace that shirt. And if you don't have that shirt in stock, then guess what? That means you got to reorder it and online, you got to wait for them to ship it. And then if they have free shipping, if you have a certain amount. So I ended up buying a whole bunch of hats and everything just to get it free shipping because I didn't want to pay $10 just to have one shirt shipped. So that was my lesson. Okay, so I learned that really, really hard. Okay. Then when I finally was able to figure out the type of fabric, type of material, and what the type of stabilizer that I was supposed to use, then I was able to get the roll going. Okay. But then what ended up happening was as I started to make these shirts, I was like, okay, well, how many large did I make? How many mediums did I do? I was like totally not organized. Hey, Carlito, that's my son. He's out there too. Supports his mom. So that is something that I learned too. So when you get a big order like that, 36 shirts, when you get one shirt, you're just working on that one shirt, right? So you just get the shirt, you pop it in the machine, you design it, you do whatever you got to do, you embroider it. It's not a big deal. Once it's done, you just package it up, you send it out. When you have 36 shirts, I had different colors because he wanted red, he wanted blue, he wanted black, he wanted gray. He wanted some certain colors and certain sizes and everything. So it was a little more complicated because it just wasn't one shirt. It was 36. So I learned very quickly that when it comes to these kind of things, you got to get organized. So what I was doing was I was just taking the shirts out of the box. So when I was taking them out of this box, I was sometimes getting a large, then another large, then I would get a medium, then I would get another large, then I would get a medium. So at the end of the day, I was like, okay, well, how many larges did I finish in this color? How many mediums did I finish in this color? So this whole room was a mess. I had shirts all over the place. And I was just like, man, I'm like, this is not working. So lesson learned, got to be organized. So take your time. I was not taking my time because I felt very overwhelmed. The number 36 messed me up. When it was 36, I was thinking to myself, oh, that's a lot of shirts. So it's like I felt like, it has to be now. It has to be now. So people that know me and have worked with me and stuff, they know how I am. I like to get things done, not just spracker it out, So it was like I just felt like in my mind, I was like, okay, I got 36 shirts and I got to get 36 shirts done today. But, unrealistic. So one of the things that I learned is the next time I get an order like this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to look at the order. I'm going to divide it in certain pieces, and I'm going to tell myself, okay, Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to do 6 shirts of this color and this size. Finish this portion of the order. Then I'll finish this portion of the order. And then this portion of the order. And so on. So until I finish it. I'm not going to try to do it all at once because I ended up with a big mess and I was disorganized and stuff. And it just really, it bothered me. So basically, that comes back to the other point that I had put down in my book. I had put, be organized, do an assembly line, which is kind of like what I'm talking about. I'm going to do all the mediums first. I'll do the medium reds. Then I'll do the medium blues. Then I'll do the medium blacks. Then I'll do the medium grays. Then I'll go start working on the large. Then after the large shirts, then I'll start working on the polo shirts. I was just a mess. I was taking shirts out of the box and I was embroidering them. And then, at the end of the day, I was just like scratching my head because I didn't know if I needed another red, if I needed another blue or whatever. And I was just a mess. So the other thing too is that I will say this. I learned about a lot about stabilizers because when I was going out there and I was asking people what stabilizer to use for the shirt, because I was using a Calabasas shirt, which is a thinner shirt and it's really soft. And, I thought that would be a better shirt. I didn't want to just use a 100%, those hard, stiff shirts. I wanted to use a nice shirt because I was like, this is a big order and I wanted to make a good impression, So, but then what ends up happening is you change the shirt, you change the stabilizer and stuff. So I had to go through the adventure of finding out what was the best stabilizer to use for that shirt. And then I found out it was Cutaway. And that's when it stuck in my head after going through all the Facebook groups that when you are embroidering something you're going to wear, okay, don't use Cutaway. I know a lot of people do that. And if you want to, then that's okay. You could do it. But I'm going to tell you something that you need to watch out for, okay? Cutaway stabilizer dissolves in the wash. So if you are doing a design on your shirt and you're using Cutaway stabilizer, think about if after you stitch it, it's going to look beautiful. And you iron it and everything looks gorgeous. Give it to the customer. They love it. They're going to wear it, right? Then after they wear it, it's dirty, right? So what they do, they throw it in the washing machine. Well, when you throw it in the washing machine, you're talking about all those stitches on that fabric. And then you're also talking about that Cutaway stabilizer. Cutaway stabilizer dissolves in the water. And stabilizer is supposed to be helping the fabric and the stitches stay in line. So once that stabilizer is gone, then when they take it out of I was going to say dishwasher. Okay, you know what? I know Julie put something in that drink. But then again, it didn't help that I put a whole cup of rum instead of half a cup of rum in this drink. But I'm talking about my 36 shirt so you guys understand. It's pretty good. Anyway, you take it out of the wash, right? So it's going through the washing machine. It's going through a cycle. It gets all wrinkled up with all the other clothes. Then you put it in the dryer, right? And then it starts to dry, going around in the drying machine with all those clothes. When you take it out, that is where you're gonna have the issue, because if it's your shirt, then you don't really care that much because just take it and iron it, right? But if you're selling the shirt, and I've seen it because I have gone to other Etsy shops, right, where they sell the kids' birthday shirts, and some of them use the Cutaway stabilizer. And sometimes I look at those Etsy shops and I look at the different reviews to see what customers complain about. I remember I saw a lady and she had put down and she said, beautiful birthday shirt if you're only going to wear it once. Because she said, washed it once, had to throw it away. And I was like, ooh, that's not good. Because then what ended up happening was she put a review for that person on the Etsy store. And I think she gave her like a 2-star, 3-star. So, when you have an Etsy store, ratings mean a lot because, that's what, customers look at that when they're going to buy something from you. They want to make sure that they're buying something of good quality. So, I was thinking to myself, damn, that really sucks because if she had used Cutaway, that lady could have washed that shirt maybe like 10 times and the shirt would have been great. She would have been happy. But because, she bought her child that shirt for the birthday party and then she, threw it in the washing machine, I'm sure the kid wanted to wear it again because, kids love it when they have like a shirt, especially the unicorn with their names on it. The little girls, they love those shirts. And then she wanted to wear it again. And then, mom takes it out of the washer and dryer and it comes out all crunked up. And then mom had to throw it out. That's kind of like a bummer and stuff. And then, that you're going to get bad reviews, so that is something that I did learn really quickly with this order. Do not do Cutaway if you wear it and you're washing it. I'm sorry. Damn, this thing is hard. Okay, do not use Tearaway. I hope I haven't been saying that all this time. Okay, wear it, Cutaway. That's the ones you can't tear, okay? If you're not going to wear it, then you use Tearaway and stuff. So that was something that I wanted to, I sneeze. Sorry about that. I had a busy day today. I'm telling you, it was all nonstop because I had to work, and then after I was working, I had to hurry up, and I embroidered a shirt for the birthday girl. You know, I got her one of those. You know, I did the only 18 years and 42 years of life experience shirts. It came out really cute. I think she's gonna like it and stuff like that. So you know, but I am so happy. Ooh, got to sneeze again. Okay. Let me see. What else did I? Okay, so you got to be organized. When you get those big order numbers, 36, forget the number. Take it slow. Just organize it, break it in little pieces, and do it that way. Because you're going to get overwhelmed. Me, personally, I got overwhelmed. I got all nervous, and my husband will tell you, a couple of times I came out of this sewing room, and I was telling him, you know what, I'm just going to tell the guy I can't do it. I'm just going to tell him, because I was getting frustrated, and I was just like, oh, God. And I'm going to tell you something, I did not make any money on this sale. I did not make it, okay? And I think my pricing was wrong, because I was selling the shirts for $15, right? And I did the polo shirts for $20, because I was thinking he bought a lot of shirts, right? But what ended up happening was, you know, it's the whole sale was like $560. But the thing is that because I had to make all those shirts, when it comes to logos on the back and the front, you want to make sure that when you embroider it, you're embroidering it correctly. So I had to buy that hoop master station. And I have a video, my son videotaped me yesterday on using the hooping master station. I'm going to post it tonight. So that way you can see what it was. But the hoop masting station alone was $500. And the shirts that I purchased and everything, I think I spent about like $260, something like that, in just the shirts. And all I did was charge the guy $560. So as you can tell, with the price of the shirts and the hooping station, I spent more than $700 in trying to get this order done. But the way I look at it is, no, he's paying $560. I'm really in the whole $200. And at the same time, I'm just going to look at it as, I would not have learned all of this if I didn't have that order. I would not have learned about the hooping station. I would not have learned about the stabilizing, you know, and I wouldn't have gotten the experience on how to handle a big order. So to me, I'm just looking at it like, you know, it's okay. You know, I took a loss in money, but at the same time, I gained a lot of knowledge. So, you know, the next time someone comes to me and says, Jeanette, I need 20 shirts, I need 25 shirts, I know what to expect now. And it's all good, you know. So that was something else. Oh, and yeah. And then the next thing, looking at my notebook, pricing my items. Okay. This is the thing. When I priced the item, okay, and I came on and I said, okay, because I was thinking to myself, I go to jiffyshirts.com. The shirts only were like about $4 a shirt, right? So I was thinking $15 a shirt, okay, for all the embroidery and all that kind of stuff. The thing is that I did not think about some of the other things that go into the embroidery, which I should have, and I didn't, okay? The bobbins, okay? You spend money on those bobbins, all right? And I used quite a bit of bobbins on all those shirts. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I used about 10 bobbins, okay? All the bobbins. The embroidery. I wasn't just embroidering the back of the shirts. I was embroidering the front too. And the back was the whole thing, the name of the company and all that stuff. So I didn't take into account the design on the shirt. And, the embroidering of the back of the shirt took me a whole hour. Each shirt. So you think about 36 shirts, 1 hour just for the back. That's 36 hours right there. Okay. Then that's not even the time of hooping. And then I have to think about the logo in the front. In the front, he wanted his company name and the phone number. So that takes time too. So for each of the front, it took about like 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes times 36. That's a lot of time. That was a lot of time. And at the same time, when I was working on these 36 shirts, I had to also fill the orders that I get on my Etsy shop. Because I had a lady that put in an order for dinner napkins. And then I had another lady that put in an order for a kitchen towel. And then I had somebody that put in an order for some of my face masks. So in the middle of me embroidering the 36 shirts, I also had to take care of the other orders. But the thing is, the other orders has really nothing to do with him. But the thing is, I didn't think about my time. Okay. So when I was pricing it, I don't think I priced it really good. Do I have the formula on pricing? I'm going to be honest. I really don't know. When I look at some of the folks, they kind of say, how much does it cost to make the item? And then you're supposed to times it by 3. I saw some other people too that say for every 1,000 stitches, you're supposed to charge $1 or something like that. I don't know. Some people go out and they charge for the design. Okay. To me, I didn't really feel right in charging the design because I was kind of like, it's just letters and numbers, and I already had the font I use those fonts for a lot of stuff. So I just, I didn't think of that as too much of a cost, because the thing is too, is that even if I bought a new font for this customer, I own the font, in my software, so I can use that font for other customers. So, I didn't consider all of that. So, and at the same time too, I had to buy the hoopy station, but I kind of looked at it as, well, Jeanette, it's not fair to say that he shouldn't pay for the hoopy station, because I can use that hoopy station for all the other orders that I get, so, I don't know. I mean, so did I do it right? I don't know. I mean, I kind of look at it as, well, I mean, I got something better than nothing, and I could be in the hole altogether, but it's something, So, a lot of the issues too that I got from the whole thing was, it was a really huge order. And the thing is too, is I didn't have the time available really to dedicate it to it, I had my birthday like 2 weeks ago, and, I wanted a dog really bad. So, because we're stuck teleworking at home and all that kind of stuff, I was able to convince my husband that we could get a puppy. So now I got my golden doodle, right? So, that kind of interrupted my flow a lot too, because I tell you what, golden doodles, beautiful dog. I love the dog. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I love that little fur baby. I mean, he's here forever. Okay. But puppies are no joke. Okay. Because man, I totally forgot. It's like having a newborn. Okay. He's learning how to go potty, accidents are going to happen. They require a lot of attention. You got to watch them. They're running all over the place. And then at the same time, I'm trying to embroider and he's running around. So, that was just like, whoo, man. So basically I kind of added more pressure to the pressure I already had on finishing those shirts. I kind of, that's my fault. I kind of invited it in. But do I have any regrets in getting Mellow, my puppy? No. I'd do it again because I love that dog, because that dog's so cute. No, I love him, Let me see. And then the other thing too is because I got that puppy, I was kind of hoping that, other people would help. He can't really do that. It's not that nobody wanted to help me, I mean, Fred helped and Carlito helped. But the thing is, you got to take in consideration them too, like Fred's got his own thing going on, so I couldn't just take Mellow and throw it at him and say, hey, I got a soul, so take care of him and stuff. He did what he could. Same thing with Carlito. Carlito had to work and all that kind of stuff. And because it was kind of like I had all this commotion in here, I had all those shirts. I wasn't organized. Then I got the puppy and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of hard for me to get into like what I call the embroidery zone, where I can put my headphones on and I can just turn my machine on. And it's like I'm in my little space, you know. Or I could watch the needle just go up and down, nice and calm, and just really like focus and stuff. So it's kind of hard, and you know, because of all that stuff that I had going on, it kind of like not made it kind of fun. So, but I am happy to say though that I am finished. Okay, so I got a big box over there with 36 shirts, and you know, I cannot wait for him to come pick them up. And I think it's going to be a while before I take a big order like that and stuff. Oh, and let me tell you what I did too. And I'm going to take one of these shirts because I want to show you so you don't make this mistake. Okay. This is the shirt finally. They're done. Okay, all 36. And the reason why I'm holding the blue one is because I got a particular love with this blue one. Okay. Now, they're all done, ready for him to come pick them up. Okay. Now, like I said, when you are doing the stabilizer, use Cutaway, right? Well, let me tell you something about Cutaway, and let me tell you what I did. You guys are going to cringe, okay? Well, Cutaway, of course, naturally, you cut it away. So I was going kind of fast, and I have these really sharp scissors. And I started cutting, and then I started letting the scissors glide, okay? Well, when it let it glide, it kind of got caught, and it cut the shirt. So I have one right here to show you. And I ain't gonna lie, this ticked me off. As you see, I embroidered the back. Came out nice. Embroidered the front. Came out nice. Started to cut the Cutaway stabilizer. The scissors snagged. And there's my hole. So as you see, I can't give him this, you know. So what did I do? I went on jiffylube.com, jiffyshirts.com, and had to order another blue shirt. So that was fun. That was a real lesson learned. So that is really, out of all the lessons learned that I've done, okay, the number one, when you are cutting your cutaway, be careful, be slow, because if not, you're going to cut the shirt. And when you cut the shirt, you're going to get pissed, because I did. And I didn't do it to just one. And this is the thing. When it snagged, I didn't realize that it cut the shirt. So I kept cutting. And I kept cutting and cutting. And then when I asked Carlito, my son, to help me, he saw the holes. And they were about like 3 or 4 shirts with the holes. So I was pissed. Because here I am thinking I was at the end of the finish line, almost done with the 36 shirts, and then I had a hole in it. So I was like, beautiful. Awesome. And then, of course, when you order from Jiffy Shirts, I think you have to have, like, to get free shipping, you got to pay $59, right? You got to order $59. I don't like paying for shipping. So what do? I went and I ordered a whole bunch of blank baseball hats because I figured I'll start doing baseball hats. I'll make a couple, put them on my Etsy site, and see how it goes. I mean, hey, you got the hat hoop, right? And I can do it on the single needle, you know. But yeah. So this order was very, very, very interesting. It was something that I was just like, wow. Okay. So now y'all know what to do. Let me see. You guys got questions out there? Oh, Monica got coconut Bacardi. See, I ain't the only one that likes Bacardi out here. Let's see. Who else? Let me see. Sondora, let me tell you, I am so proud of her. She did her, I think it's her granddaughter's shirt. It came out beautiful. I don't know where you got that design, girl. And the fonts that she did on her, oh, beautiful shirt. Beautiful, beautiful shirt. I'm telling you, she did good. And she just started embroidering too. So she did really good. So I am super proud of her. And she didn't give up. That's the thing. You can't give up and stuff. Let me see. Stabilizer seems to be my tough spot at the moment, and I'm loving all the tips. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Yeah, stabilizer is tricky. It really is, because this is the thing. You have to really, and it's kind of funny because that's why, sometimes people say embroidery is easy. You just press a button. It's not. You got um, a lot of things you got to consider, because you look at the product that you want. You got to look at the fabric, and then the quality of the fabric. Is it thin? Is it thick? Does it stretch? Is it stiff? Then you have to think about the stabilizer. And like we said before, there's just so many stabilizers. Light, I was going to say late. Light, medium, thick. You got the cutaway, the tearaway, then you got the sticky ones, and you got the toppings. There's so many things to consider, and people don't think about that. And then sometimes, when you're doing something for the first time, when you're doing something for the first time, sometimes you got to test it out, because I'm telling you, the first 5 shirts that I did ruined because I was using the no-show mesh, and that wasn't coming out right. My machine kept snagging. And then I ended up, my tension was off, and man, it was just like, all right, So that was just like, so I don't know. It's like, but hey, they're finished. They're done. I didn't give up. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I didn't give up because I know you guys are cheering me on. I know you guys are cheering me on and stuff. And I didn't want to give up because I didn't, because I don't want you guys out there to give up either, because this is really a neat craft. And there's just so much you can do with it and stuff. It just takes time and patience, and we're going to make mistakes. Hey, I made mistakes. I mean, this one really got me going. But you know what? The next time I get an order like this, I'm going to know how to handle it. I'm going to be like, okay, I would be like, no problem. All right, what do you need? How many do you need? When do you need it by? Because now I know, that if they're wearing it, I'm using Cutaway, and I'm going to organize it, and I'm going to schedule it with a goal. I do 5 a day or whatever. And I'm going to make sure I price my stuff right too. I mean, but I don't know and I don't know if you guys agree, and I would like to know what your feedback is on how I price those shirts, because my thing is, I was looking at the value, it was 36 shirts. So that's a lot, right? And then, I was looking at how much I was paying for them for the Jiffy shirts. And, you don't want to be super crazy and come out and say, well, it's $30 a shirt. Because it's kind of crazy, I mean, people be like, it's a lot of money, all I want is letters and numbers and stuff. Even though he didn't seem like he wanted, that he was going to argue too much with the price and everything. But I don't know. I don't like taking advantage of people and stuff like that. And I just wanted to be fair. And the way I look at it too, which is the same way when I was selling my face masks, I kind of look at it as, if things, you get back from the universe what you put out there, right? So I don't like scamming people, and I don't like doing stuff to hurt other people. It's just not me. That's not who I am. Like, my Etsy shop on my face masks. I saw people out there, they were selling masks for like $20, $30 a mask. And I was kind of like, it's kind of wrong, because me personally, this is just me, how I feel, whatever. I mean, I was looking at like the fabric. What do you pay? $10 a yard? And you can make so many masks out of that yard. Why would I charge $25? I mean, all I have to do is cut the fabric, and then it only takes like 20 minutes of my time to sew it. So I was just selling them for $8. And then if it was the fabric with the sparkles on it and stuff, because that fabric costs a little bit more. Sometimes that fabric is like, runs you about $12 or $13 a yard. So those I was selling for like $10, a face mask. But I'm gonna tell you something, for people out in Etsy, we're selling them for like 25. But people were buying my stuff. I mean, 1 month I made almost like $2,000 in just selling masks, and I was just selling them for like $8-10. So to me, I just look at it as, I don't know. I just felt like, you don't price, I don't know, if you price gouge or something, it's like, it's just not good, whatever. But I just felt like, here I am just saying, $8 is fine. And you just pay for the shipping, which shipping was usually like $2.50, So I was kind of like, okay, that to me was reasonable, because if you think about it, if you add the mask with the shipping and all that kind of stuff, what are we talking about? Like $11, right? And then sometimes some of the customers would reach out to me and they were like, hey, I like your butterfly ones. Do you have the kid size? And then when I found out it was like a little kid, then what I would do is I would make the butterfly mask for the kid. And, I had extra fabric left over. So I would make like a little scrunchie, to match the mask. But I wouldn't tell the customer that. I would just put it in the package and say, hey, for your daughter or whatever. People appreciate that. And then, some of them were like, wow, that, they would write back and they would say, thank you. That was a nice surprise, I'm just not into I'm not into that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm a bad business person or whatever, but I don't like taking advantage of people and stuff like that. So that's why I priced my shirts the way I priced them. I figured $15 a t-shirt, because I was kind of like, it's an hour in the back and a half hour in the front. So it's an hour and a half a shirt. And I was like, that's good enough. I figured it covers the shirts and a little bit more. But the thing is, like I said, I didn't know I was going to need a hooping station. The hooping station alone was like $500. So right there, I was like, poof, But then I just looked at it as, if I get another order like that, then I have the hooping station already. And then it's going to work out fine. So that's how I kind of like looked at it and stuff. So, I'm like, that's okay and stuff. Congrats. Thanks, Janice. How's Mel? Oh, Patty's asking about Mello. Mello's doing good and stuff. That is, let me tell you, that Golden Doodle is really, really, really good. I mean, we lucked out with that puppy and stuff. I'm gonna see if Carlito can bring him out and stuff. Carlito's probably out there playing his video games. And oh God, did I lose you guys? I think I did. Okay, sorry. I want to try to text him and tell him to try to bring Carlito bring Mello so he could do a little, thing. Bring Mello over. Hopefully he gets the message and stuff so that he could make a little debut and say hi to you guys. He's a cute puppy. He really is. He's cute. Nice son you have here too. Oh yeah, Cardio's a good kid. He's a good kid and stuff. He kind of like hit me up that he wants to go to medical school now. So I wanted to retire in 5 years. So I'm like, I want to retire. Looks like I'm going to be paid for medical school. So I'm like, So, but you know what? It's all good because in a way I'm kind of happy because I'm like, that's helping people, So it showed that I kind of raised them right and stuff. So I don't think he got my text. Carlito, can you bring Mello? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. It's just, that's how we do in the house. You gotta yell at these young kids, and stuff. We don't really yell at them, but and stuff. Because Sarah shared about stabilizing being tough for her and stuff. Ron and Shirley, hi. Joe, Sarah, Sonia Doris. Hey, Renee. Oh, so use cutaway, not tearaway, as if to wear. Yes, Renee, that's my advice. If you are wearing a shirt, use cutaway. Because think about it, tearaway is going to dissolve in the water. And that's just not, it's not going to, do the washing machine and stuff. It's not going to go, it's going to stitch okay. But then once you wash it, no. So, I mean, just try it. Just try it and stuff like that. So here he is. This is Mellow, everybody.
He's big.
He is big. And so don't go anywhere because I can't stay with Mellow. So this is Mellow. And we went and we picked him up on Saturday last week. He's actually 15 pounds. Wow, he looks big on the camera. Well, he's not really, he's really not that big. Well, he is getting heavy because when I picked him up at first, he was about 11 or 12 pounds. He went to the vet. Yes, boo-boo. And he is now 15 pounds. He is going to grow to be 80 pounds. So we should have called him Teddy. But Carlito called him Mellow because he says he's going to be a mellow dog. And to be honest, he is so far very, very mellow. So he is an F1 golden doodle. His dad is a standard poodle and his mom is a golden retriever. So he's cute. He's so cute. He's like a teddy bear. I can't wait for him to grow. I love this dog. I really do. So this is my sewing partner and stuff. So, he's going to be hanging out with me and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. So before he gets restless and everything, Carlito. Okay, here we go. So, Carlito's trying to steal my dog, but this is my dog. Okay. All right. Go with your brother. All righty. Yay. As you can see, he's gotten kind of big and stuff. And we only had him for 2 weeks and stuff. You would have thought that we were like feeding him Wheaties or something like that. But he's on Pro Plan, but he seems to be growing pretty fast. So love that golden doodle and stuff. So that's my doggy, so hopefully I get to keep him for a long, long time and stuff. So let's see. Any other questions out there? Let me see. To share all your challenge. Oh, you're welcome, Janice. I mean, that's the whole purpose of my channel is that I do want to share all the challenges and stuff that I have because you guys are going to have them too. And I think what happens is sometimes I feel like people only put the good stuff out there. And sometimes you'll see people on YouTube and everything's like perfect, right? It's not perfect. I mean, I make mistakes too. Like I said, I finished embroidering, and then after I finished embroidering, I started cutting that, and what did I do? I cut the shirt. And I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. And the thing is, too, is sometimes, especially when you're new at embroidering, you could get frustrated because you're thinking to yourself, I want to do this stuff, and then you feel kind of like, damn, this sucks. It's not going well for me, but I just want you guys to know, don't give up. Just take your time, be patient. Even with those people that have been embroidering for a long time, we make mistakes and sometimes we make dumb mistakes. Sometimes there have been times when I had hooped a shirt, put it in the big machine, and you know what I forgot to do? Put the stabilizer. So I just sewed the whole shirt, and at the end, when I go to take it out, there's no stabilizer. So it's like, really? So we all make the mistakes. So, my whole thing is I don't want anyone to feel discouraged. This is a really wonderful craft to do, whether you're just doing it because you want to do it for yourself or you just want to do it, to give gifts to friends. Or even start your own online store. And I'm telling you, there is a market out there for that. So, I started an Etsy shop and I can do a video on how I started my Etsy shop, why I started it and everything. So you guys can start your own also, and how I pick my products and everything. Because, it's, get some side money. I mean, everybody can use an extra dollar, everybody. So, I mean, just, I mean, I just, I like sharing stuff, Oh no, I would have been in believe me, I was in tears too. Janice, I was mad. I was really mad. And especially this morning, I got my blue shirt. I only have one shirt left. So I do have to text the guy and tell him, your shirts are finally ready. But it's like, oh, it was an adventure. I mean, really, I was like, the other shirts that I had the hole in it was no big deal. I had an extra, but I didn't have the blue. So I had to go to Jiffy Shirts and order a blue. So what I did was when I ordered that shirt, I just ordered some extra shirts. And then I ordered baseball hats too, because I figured, let me start embroidering baseball hats, because I do have the baseball hat driver and, the baseball hat hoop and driver for the multi-needle machine. And I got the hat and the hoop for the single needle. So I can start embroidering hats and stuff, start making those designs and put them on my Etsy shop and everything. So I figured, what the heck, Oh, thank you. Yeah, my birthday. Yeah, birthday was on the 16th and stuff. And you know what was so cool? I got the email from the breeder on my birthday, because I was looking everywhere for this dog. I could not find. I reached out to my cousins in Ohio, because my cousin, she has a Shih Tzu or Shih Tzu. You know what I mean? I'm probably saying it wrong, but no, I don't mean Pooh Sue. I mean, the little dog. So she got one of those, and then I wanted a golden doodle, but I could not find a breeder. And then on my birthday, the breeder reached out to me and said, I have the perfect match for you, because I had to actually put in an essay to get this dog, and I was just like, ooh. But I wrote the essay, and she picked me, so I was just like, yes. So when she called me to pick it up, I put my deposit down, and I drove 4 hours to Blacksburg, Virginia, to go get my dog. So I was just like, I'm just in awe. He's a lot of work. Let me tell you, he's a lot of work, but I love him. I really do. I wouldn't, I would do it all over again. I really would, and stuff. Let's see what other questions, because I always want to be able to ask you guys, answer any questions you guys have. Hey, Shirley Foster. I see Janice. Okay, it is embroidered beautifully, nice and straight. Yep, Janice, I am telling you that Hoop Master did the trick. It really, every single shirt has the embroidery on the same spot. Perfect. So if you are doing a multi-order shirt, a big shirt like that, big order, that's the thing to do. That you got to go with a Hoop Master. Let's see. Hey, Leslie. Let's see, Jen, sending you a virtual hug. Virtual hug back to you, Janice. Hey, Gladys. Because Gladys is on. He's so cute. Okay, he was in his water bowl. Oh, yeah. I had posted a video on my Facebook where I had a water bowl out there. We were in the backyard, and Mello just decided to take a swim in there and stuff. They're cute when they're little puppies. They do the craziest things and stuff. Blue shirt is good. Yep, that's Janice. That's a royal blue. That's the royal blue, and I got that off of Jiffy Shirts, and that's the V-neck for men, and it's the Calabasas and stuff. Let's see. Oh, I said it right. Leslie said I said it right. Yeah, Shih Tzu. My English is pretty bad, sometimes. Okay, is the Hoop Master for you the big machine or the SC1900? The Hoop Master is for the big machine. For the SC1900, this is what I recommend that you do. Get a ruler is going to be your friend. It is a ruler, okay? Make sure that you measure from the neck down to where you want the embroidery to start. Take a ruler, and sometimes they have what they call on what do you call it? They have these pens, right, that they erase with the heat, okay, or a chalk. Tailors usually use like a chalk it out, and then when you put it in your SC1900, when you hoop it and stuff, align it, and that way And if you do that on every single shirt and you use the ruler and then you just draw the line so you know exactly that, you will get it at the right spot. What is so great about the Hoop Master with the big machine is that it's a station and you get to put the shirt on the station and then you just pop the hoop in. So, but the SC1900 is the 5x7 hoop, so you have to actually manually put it in. But you want to draw that line because you want to make sure that when you embroider right against that line. So that way, every shirt that you make with the SC1900, it comes out exactly straight. It's a little more work, but it can be done. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have? Okay. Would you use Cutaway on a towel? Yes. I do use Cutaway on a towel. I do kitchen towels, Blanca. Blanca asked about the Cutaway on the towels. That is how I do my towels. I use the Cutaway on that. Which if you think about it, it's kind of funky, right? It's kind of funny because you would use, tearaway. Nope, I'm sorry. Girl, the Bacardi's talking. All right. Scratch that, Blanca. Let's start all over. Okay. Cutaway on a towel? No. I use tearaway on a towel. Cutaway is for the clothes, like a shirt and stuff like that. The reason why I say no on a cutaway on a towel is because you want to see the back of the towel. So you're going to want to tear that out. On a towel, you're going to use two stabilizers. You're going to use the tearaway, and then you're going to use a topping. The topping is so that when you're embroidering, the stitches on the top doesn't sink into the towel. Because when you remember, towels are thick and there's a lot of fibers. You don't want the stitches to just kind of like be buried in there. So that's what you use the plastic topping for when you're embroidering a towel. Now on the back, I use the tearaway. But you know, if you think about it, it's kind of funky, right? Because on clothes, you throw in the washing machine and people use the cutaway. But then on a towel, towels get dirty, you throw it on a washing machine and people would use a tearaway. So in a way, it's kind of like contradicting, right? But it works. I don't know. It works for me. I don't know. And stuff. Because Robin, let me see. How about using stabilizer that washes away, especially for dish towels? That is usually what I do with the dish towels. With the dish towel, which is tearaway. Tearaway is stabilizer that washes away. Which is why some people, I think, were using it for the shirts. But I think this is the difference between the towel and the shirt when you're using tearaway stabilizer. Towels are thicker. They have more fibers in it. So when you're stitching, the stitches kind of grab stronger on a towel. When you have a piece of shirt like this, like let's say I have a shirt. This is pretty thin, right? It's very, very thin. And if you were to use a tearaway on a shirt like this and you throw it in the washing machine, it's gonna crumble up. But and a towel usually doesn't, because I have embroidered on a couple of towels and I've always used the tearaway. And I use sticky stabilizer too. Sticky stabilizer is really good. I mean, it is really the best what I do with towels. I've done even dinner napkins. When I do the dinner napkins, I use the sticky stabilizer. And I know that washes away with the washing machine. And the dinner napkins, they're not as thick as a towel, but at the same time, they're not as thin as clothes. There is a certain thickness to it. If you look at it, a towel, like look at this. This one is they are stiff. They're stiff, so they hold stitches pretty well. But when it comes to clothes, the material of clothes, those are kind of more on the softer side and more flexible. So I think when it comes to the clothes, I've always just used the cutaway. I just think that the cutaway is just it embroiders better on the machine, And I feel that it really keeps the design looking better on the shirt as well. So I've always just used those. Do you have a source for those nice dish towels? Yeah, Janice, I get my dish towels from Amazon, and I usually buy these kinds. They're called you Upedia kitchen hotel towels. Okay. They're usually about like $13 for a pack of 12. Okay. And then what I do is I embroider these. I personalize them, and then I embroider them and I put them on my Etsy shop. A lot of times people they sell these, they charge a lot of money per towel. I mean, I've seen some people charge like $22, $25 for one towel. Me, I kind of just charge like $8 a towel, because to me it's like, I mean, I paid 13 for 12, so I just look at it like, okay, well, if I sell $8 times 12, I more than made that money back. So usually, I don't know, my pricing, when I price stuff for sale, usually it's more like, I don't know, as long as I make the money back for the material and just a little extra, I'm okay with it. I don't know. I mean, I'm just, like I said, I don't like to overprice too much. And I don't know, I could be gypping myself, so don't go by me, I mean, because I do see that some people out there, they can really, they up them prices, boy, and people buy them. Like the face mask. I saw a couple of people pay like $25 for a face mask. That's a lot of money for a face mask. So yeah, my dish towels, Amazon. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of times I like to buy my blanks off of Amazon for the simple fact that if I run out, all I have to do is just go there and reorder it, and it'll come pretty fast. Could I go to Walmart and buy it? Yeah, I could. But the thing is, what I'm afraid of is sometimes when you go to stores, they're kind of funky. It's like they'll offer one brand, and then it's like they'll run out of stock, and then you don't know when they're gonna bring them back. You can go on Monday and they're out of stock, and then you go Tuesday, Thursday, and then you ask them, they're like, oh, the truck has to come in or something like that. I'd rather just go in and say, you know what, Amazon, they haven't failed me yet and stuff like that. So that's why I've always done that and stuff. And think about your hourly wage for your regular job. Yeah, I could do that, Robin, but the thing is, see, the way I see it, and I could be selling myself short. See, at work, I'm charging an hourly wage for a particular skill set. But I feel like with my embroidery, it's a whole other skill set. At work, I'm getting paid to think strategically. I'm getting paid to, plan things and do the certain skill set they're paying me that amount of money for. And then when it comes to embroidery, and at the same time, I'm over here thinking to myself, well, I am actually having fun with the embroidery because I love doing embroidery. I mean, to me, this is fun. This is like my I don't know, my getaway place. I get into a zone. I put the machines on, and I actually like making stuff, and after I'm done embroidering a shirt or a towel, whether it's for a customer or a friend, like, I embroidered my friend's birthday shirt today. I thought that was pretty cool. I really liked the way it came out. I should have took a picture of it. I didn't. I'll just tell her to take a picture for me. But, it came out really cute because, it was the big 6-0 birthday. So I made her shirt, and, and it was pretty cool. I designed it on Embrilliance, and, I did the applique for the numbers 18 and 42, and, designed it and stuff. And, I don't know. I just like it. And the only thing was I had to leave the party early because I had to do my live. and she didn't open it. I really wanted to see her face when she saw her shirt, because I really wanted. I'm sure she was probably just like, because she knows I do all that stuff, so I know that she really would have liked that stuff and everything. Oh, don't put yourself on sale. We do that all the time. Stop it. Creativity is valuable too. Very true. Very, very, very true. Maybe I have been putting myself on sale. Yeah. I gotta relook at my pricing and stuff. I do. I have to look at my pricing. But this is the other thing that I do too, also, is when I'm putting my stuff in my shop, my online shop on Etsy, the crafting world is very, very saturated, right? Like, let's take birthday shirts, right? There's a lot of people out there that are embroidering these kids' birthday shirts. They're putting the numbers on, they're doing the unicorn, they're doing the name and everything. So I feel like it's saturated. There's like so many people, everybody's doing birthday shirts. So some people are charging 30, and some people are charging 25. Then you have some people charging 20. So it's like, you have to kind of like, the way I see it is, you want to be marketable. You want to be in a good price range, but at the same time, you don't want to charge so much that people then are going to say, "Ooh, that's nice, but why would I pay $30 when I can go to this person and they're only charging 25?" And if you really think about it, if I would have charged $24.99, what was I going to lose? Especially when I know that would have covered the cost of the material at least. If it covers the cost of the material and it gives me a little more, then I made the sale. And the thing is too, is you want to make it as, competitive, and you just don't, I don't know, it just works for me. I mean, it worked wonders with my face masks, I will tell you. And people were selling them for $20, $25, and I was just selling the face mask for $8 and $10. I made $2,000. And a yard of fabric was only costing me like $10. So that was pretty good. That was a very, very profitable month. And that was a month that I was not like, I wasn't expecting that, I mean, I just made a couple of face masks for some friends. And, now to get into the face mask business, I don't think it's that much of a deal right now, because now the industry's kind of caught up. So now you can go to stores and you can buy a face mask for like $3, $4. Now they're everywhere. But back then, that was something that, people weren't. You couldn't go into Walmart and buy a face mask. You couldn't go into Macy's or whatever and buy a face mask. You had to find somebody who was making them so that you could buy it. So it was a good time to really sell them and stuff, which is probably why people were selling them for that much money. But I just didn't feel right doing it, because I kind of felt like it was a hard time. People were scared. It was a pandemic, and still is a pandemic, really. But it's just, I just feel like, like it's kind of like blood money. You don't. I don't know. I'm just soft like that. I don't like taking from people when there's a bad situation. I just feel it's not good. And I'm one of those people that I am a true believer that you go out there and you do bad, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back at you. So I believe in just do the right thing all the time. Don't go out there and hurt people. If people hurt you, just let them know I didn't appreciate it, and just walk away. Don't worry about revenge. The earth, the universe will take care of that. So that's just me, that's just how I do, you sound like me, as my husbands like to say. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that sometimes kind of like takes my husband off, because Fred's kind of like, you're so nice, but, I don't know. It's just me. That's just how I am. I mean, that's just, it's who I am. I'm one of the, I don't know. It's just me. That's just how I do and stuff. So anyway, we are at an hour, and I think I shared everything that I wanted to share with you guys about my little order. I finally have it done. I am going to be texting the gentleman to let him know that this his order is done and is ready for him to pick up. And I hope that when he picks it up, he likes them and it goes really well. And hopefully, he gets to also tell other business owners about where he got his shirt, so that way I can make some more orders, because that would be pretty awesome, especially now that I have a method that I'm going to handle the next order and stuff. So it was an experience. I didn't make any money out of it, but that's okay. It was an experience. It was a lesson learned. So to me, that's kind of like, in a way, worth more than money, and it's not that big of a loss and stuff. And the way I look at it also is I got to help somebody else out, because I know that if he went somewhere else to try to get all these shirts, they would have charged an arm and a leg for it. So he's a small business owner, just like myself, and we got to help each other out. So I just look at it as it's it's whatever, and stuff. Let's see, anything else? Let me see. I have sold quite a few maize to my sister-in-law and her advertising. And I do offer. See, good for you, Sarah. See, I hope you have an Etsy shop and stuff. If not, you need to open one. Open one and stuff. Because I got my girlfriend. Robin owns an Etsy shop too, guys. And stuff. I'm gonna put her link on this video and stuff. She sells pillows and masks and stuff, and she can sew. I mean, she can sew. I mean, she sews dresses. She had did her dresses for her family. She does Halloween costume for her grandkids. I mean, that lady can sew. Okay, and I'm gonna be hitting her up because I need some curtains. So, and Sonia, yep, she's learning in Brilliance Essentials, and it is very, very easy. If you guys have not tried in Brilliance, I recommend doing it. Go to their website. They do have a free trial just so that you can try it and stuff like that. So it's like really, really cool, so recommend trying it. It is easy to use and stuff like that. Well, guys, I am going to sign off now. I did not drink that much, so I guess I wasn't that bad, and stuff. I didn't really drink that much. It was good. But, I guess it kind of helped, to talk about the 36 shirts and all these lessons that I learned and everything. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget, we have a Facebook group. It's called Embroidery Happy Hour Adventures on Facebook. Please join the group. I would love it for everybody to, share pictures of the stuff that they're working on. Please go there if you need advice or help. It's a Facebook group that I created so that way we can all work together and try to help each other. I thought it would be really, really neat. So I think right now we have about 24 members. And I know this channel has grown. We have about, I think we're close to 558 subscribers. And please share my link to my channel to anyone else that you think may benefit from this. I will be posting in video very shortly. Carlito filmed it yesterday on the Hoop Master, so you guys can see the Hoop Master and how it hoops the shirt for the multi-needle machine. And I do plan on posting a video on the LED. I am going to bother him this weekend so that he can hold that camera, because I want to show you the functions on the screen on the small machine, the single needle, because I know a lot of you guys just bought that, okay? So, and the more you learn about the machine and how you use it, the better it is. So anyway, I am going to sign out now. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do enjoy these Friday embroidery happy hours. I hope you guys do too. I'm going to continue them on. And share with you guys what I got going on, what I'm doing during the week, any new projects and stuff. And I hope you guys can share some of your stuff as well. So please take care. Be safe out there. Enjoy your machines. Have fun embroidering. And have a great, great, great weekend. Love you guys. Thanks so much for spending the hour with me. Love you all. Have a good night. See you next week. Bye.